So I found this picture and stuff here, and I wanted to talk to you guys about prep days and preparation and stuff for your events. And what is your preparation look like for your events? Do you have where you just take one day and you do everything? Do you take, a day and do each thing a week? Now, my preparation for an event is usually, every day I take something and do something towards the events that I have that week. So I always make sure that, I've kind of mapped this thing out on how I want to do it. So in order to get to something like this, the way you're fully prepared, because I'm sure that we have all gone in and forgotten this and forgotten that. I think it's important to take something each day and knock it out, because that's how you're not cluttering your brain trying to remember. So let me tell you how it goes and stuff for me. So my prep days go on Monday. I think about, my setup and how it's going to work. What setup and stuff do I want to use? I'll go out and if it's a new site, I'll kind of look it up on the map. If it's a site I've been to multiple times, I'll just make sure that, where the couple wants to have me is going to be the same. Or is it going to be outside? Because, outside versus inside makes a difference and stuff to me. It really does. So if we're outside, I don't like to bring the facade and stuff when I'm outside, because as soon as the wind blows, it just blows it over. So I kind of like to bring the cage and stuff like that when I'm outside, which is, I call it the cage, but it's the event table too, from ADJ. But I think about setup, where I'm going to be, what I want to take and things like that. And then I go into the garage and I just organize what I want to use, the things I want. And it's kind of like, I haven't done this yet, but I need to create a checklist to make sure that everything that I've selected, I've gotten all the pieces and stuff for. One thing I'm really bad at is when the night's over and I find a piece to something, I'm really bad at taking that piece, tossing it in a bag just to make sure I bring it home with me, but not remembering that I did that. And then, whatever that piece went to, now I'm thinking that item is broken, but I really do have the piece to but that's Monday. So Tuesday, I think about the weather, the clothes I'm going to wear, and I start cleaning up my equipment from the previous gig. So I'll give you an example. 2 weeks ago, I was outside at my event. And, since we were outside, the ground was a little damp from the night before. So all my cords and stuff kind of got nasty. So I have a towel that I will take all the cords and stuff that I use. And this may be my OCD. You guys may not do this, but this is a part of keeping your stuff together. I mean, you invested all this money, you got to take care of it. So I have a towel that I will, clean all the cords and stuff with. I look at my subs that were sitting on the ground. I try to clean them as best as I can. I try to clean up any scrapes and stuff on my equipment. I try to see if anything was dented in transit. I just try to clean that stuff up. And then the second thing, I think about clothes. What I'm going to wear out there. Is it going to be a suit? Like this tomorrow, I'm not going to wear a suit and stuff tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to have a polo has kind of this same design and stuff on it. But I'll have on a polo shirt, and because it's supposed to be 80-something degrees here. I mean, all this is in preparation to make sure that I do it the right way. And then I'll just look at the weather. Well, of course I do look at the weather first, but yeah, I look at the weather, then I prep my clothes and stuff like that, so that all that is already done. So based on what I'm doing, I got my setup clothes, I got my suit or my polo shirt, I got the shoes I'm going to wear. I've cleaned them from the last time, because I don't wear traditional, like loafers and dress shoes and stuff like that with my suits. I try to be just a little bit different. So I'll put on some Nike Dunks and stuff like that. Sometimes they're still comfortable. They still give about the same comfort level, and nobody gets teed off. Actually, I get a lot of people be like, "Hey man, like the shoes." I get a lot of people that do that. Wednesday is all about downloading and organizing my music. So anything that I need music wise, I'll just sit there and I'll just dig. I will go to all lengths to make sure that I have all the songs that they want. And then I'm going to dig for anything creative I can use when it's time for me to, play my set. If there's a different version of another song, I want to add it and put it in the rotation. I want to make sure that I don't forget it. And I want to, label it, do whatever I have to do with it. I mean, it's a busy day on Wednesday, and I have to stay as focused as I can because TV is a huge distraction for that time. It's huge. Sometimes I'll catch myself watching TV. I'll have YouTube on in the background, or a movie I've seen 1,000 times on in the background, and I'll look up and watch it like I've seen it for the first, like I haven't never seen it for forever. And I'm just like, before I know it, 2 hours are gone. It sucks. I hate when I do that. But yeah, so Wednesday is the organizing and downloading of music. And then Thursday, which was today, Thursday is grooming myself. So today I cut my own hair. I always cut my own hair. I've done it since I was 17 years old, something like that. But I groom myself and I charge any equipment that needs to be charged. I like to do it the day before because I don't know. I got this weird thing. Like if you charge something and it just sits there, for some reason it loses charge. I don't know. It's never happened to me before, but I don't know. It's just this weird thing that I do. And then I make sure that I pack up all the equipment after it charges. So I'll start charging in the morning. By the afternoon, everything is usually ready to go. And then I'm, making sure that the trailer and everything is packed and ready to go, sitting in front of the garage so that I can do a mental check, make sure I have everything all ready. And then Friday, if I have a function like I do tomorrow, that's when you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, that's when you usually see me take a picture and stuff for the trailer that's been loaded up. I'll do some content stuff, getting ready and stuff for the day, all that stuff. And then, I'll make my way. If it's just Friday, it's, it's kind of like a relaxed time if I don't have a gig or something like that. But I know in April, it won't be like that. So, I mean, that's how my days and stuff go. So I use each day to the fullest, and it has done me well and stuff so far. If gigs interfere with that, then everything just pushes back a day. So, like, if I've got a function on Thursday, then all that I just told you just pushes back one day per each thing. And so, I mean, that's how I prep. That's how I get stuff done. I've been very consistent and stuff with it, so I can't complain. But I think that just breeds a successful event. I think that gives you ample time to do a double check on everything, make sure everything works. But if you're trying to cram all that stuff into one day, there's no way you're getting that stuff to work. I don't see how you do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I used to try to do that, and I can't do it. I mean, hell, I still make it to events with like 3 to 4 hours before the event. That's just how it is.